Trust me, you're about to watch the wildest payback ever. He gets the ultimate power, then punches the angel right in her face. Before she can even beg, her wings get totally shredded. Because he knows the truth. This holy-looking angel is actually a heartless monster craving pure destruction. To her, humanity is basically just livestock trapped inside a tiny little pen. We grow and evolve in this cage called Earth, until the Creator simply gets bored of feeding us little insects. So, an apocalyptic game starts to wipe us out, but a huge glitch happens. While everyone else drops down to their knees begging, the angel, our supposed puppet, completely defeats her. Instead, he just casually claimed absolute first place in this totally brutal survival trial. The rewards are honestly generous, but I want way more. I demand extras from her. The words barely leave my mouth, and intense fury flashes in her eyes. She hates an insect stepping out of line. She tries to erase me immediately, but her system privileges are gone. So, she decides to handle this secretly, far away from the other travelers. If the higher-ups find out, there will be huge consequences. What she totally misses is my brilliant trap. Now watch closely. She leads me into some trees, flashing a gentle smile to lower my guard. Then, an absolutely brutal punch just explodes right into her face. The impact sends her crashing down hard. She is stunned, but I am already reaching. My hand grabs onto her wings, ripping them off with zero hesitation. My goal is grounding her. Without wings, there is absolutely no escape. I know angels deeply despise humans, and her elimination skill can only be used once per day. So, I totally baited her here intentionally. The angel shrieks loudly, "Spare me. I can grant you so much extra power." But before she can finish, her head hits the dirt. I know just how deep their contempt runs. 1,000 rebirths, 1,000 times, watching their total hypocrisy firsthand. Every single life was spent trying to be the first person to defeat an angel and claim the hidden reward. Congratulations! You are the first traveler to vanquish a guide angel. Hidden achievement unlocked, Deity Vanquisher. Rewards include an S-rank battle rune and angel essence armor. This secret took 1,000 rebirths to find. This essence will awaken my hidden talent, Grim Reaper. Whoever possesses it gains power linked to the ultimate end. As this epic talent awakens, exciting new abilities will rapidly unlock. First stage, Grim Reaper's Eye, reveals every living being's fatal weakness and the exact path to ruin. Higher stages stay entirely locked for now, but I know the Grim Reaper talent's final form holds enough massive power to tear space itself apart. I know this clearly. Now is honestly not the time to dwell on this. I must finish my talent awakening before every other traveler completes their own class awakening. Then the system abruptly cuts in. Round 1 of the trial ends. You and I both felt that shift. Everyone snaps back like waking from a nightmare, but the fallen forms around them make it undeniable. It was totally real. 1.8 billion people started the trial. Only 900 million survived. News floods every single screen. Governments completely collapse into panic. Social media fills with loud screams and prayers. I have absolutely no time for that. I slowly close my fists. An indescribable, incredible power surges through. Every stat, skill, and talent earned in the trial carried over to my real body. For ordinary folks, this surge might break them. But I know this definitely is not exactly good news either. As travelers grow much stronger, they become beyond human. Even the most advanced weapons cannot stop them. Law, order, and morality will all crumble before this absolute, unmatched power. What I must do is master every living traveler, until I dethrone God, and finally end this endlessly cursed cycle. But right now, there is something much more urgent. I sprint home and push the door. Shay is still curled up on the couch, asleep, brow furrowed like she is trapped in a terrible nightmare. Shay, wake up. She blinks open her eyes, relaxing only upon seeing me. Kai, I just had the most terrifying dream. So many people vanished. It is okay. I am here. Come on. We need to head somewhere right now. This late. Where? To find someone named Wade. In memories from my first rebirth, This so-called upperclassman had bullied Shay for many miserable months. He used his bigger size to constantly push her around, extorting money. In later rebirths, things got worse, way worse. He basically put her in the local hospital. The first time I was reborn, I was too weak to do anything. But this time is totally different. We reach Wade's usual corner quickly. Sure enough, he is waiting there with some thugs near the alley entrance. He spots Shay and quickly saunters over with that super smug grin. Well, out this incredibly late to see your upperclassmen. How much pocket money did you bring? His eyes never even land on me. In his arrogant mind, Shay's older brother is just a worthless coward, not even worth a second glance. I step right forward, my voice stone cold. Get on your knees and apologize to her. 2 seconds of silence, then loud laughter. Is he crazy? He never finishes. I grab his wrist. You definitely want to see this. Stick with me. You're about to witness epic payback. A sharp crack splits the alley. Wade's laughter stops, replaced by a scream tearing through the night. His crew suddenly snaps out of it, rushing me with whatever weapons they grab. Dodging an iron rod, I drive my palm straight into the first guy's chest. His entire body launches backward off the ground, crashing wildly into the brick wall. The second thug attacks faster with the straight punch. I sidestep him effortlessly and snatch his collar tight. I toss him away like he weighs nothing. Under 5 seconds total, the dark alley goes completely quiet. Wade slumps on the ground, holding his crushed wrist, his face completely pale with fear. I crouch down calmly, my eyes like frozen ice. Did you miss the breaking news? 1.8 billion entered the trial, 900 million were eliminated, and I took first. Wade's pupils shrink in pure terror. Of course, he saw it. The whole world watched the disaster unfold. Surviving participants returned possessing abilities far beyond human limits. They are known as travelers, and the guy standing right here ranks number 1 overall. From this day forward, if you ever get anywhere near Shay again, I will make your life an absolute nightmare. I turn, gently taking her hand. She trembles slightly. Kai, since when did you get this incredibly strong? You never need to fear anyone again, but returning home, I cannot rest yet. I open up my laptop and start executing the real master plan. Memories from my past rebirths confirm that after trials begin, the entire global economy will violently collapse within 3 months. Now watch closely, because one massive stock is about to explode hundreds of times over. The Stellan Group. Marcus Chin, the CEO, is actually a traveler too. In previous lives, he became my most trusted, powerful ally. He possesses a hidden talent, Dark Knight, brutally powerful. Over the coming months, he will use his crazy traveler abilities to rapidly expand his business empire, taking the Stellan Group from a tiny new company all the way to a $1 trillion giant. I take every single coin saved, combine it with gold coins from round 1, and confidently pour it all into Stellan Group stock without hesitation. 2.5 days later, shares explode. My assets skyrocket, but I keep pushing. I roll every single profit back into Stellan. Using my past life knowledge, I infiltrate their internal operations and repeat this crazy cycle 3 full times. Within 1 week, the zero count in my bank account becomes absolutely mind-blowing. I become their mysterious major shareholder, owning 31% of Stellan Group. Shay stares at the notification, frozen. Kai, why are there so many zeros here? How much is this? Enough for several lifetimes. You did not do anything illegal, right? I just smile and say nothing. Then I use those funds to buy an epic luxury mansion with full security monitoring and private guards. Shay clearly thinks it is excessive. Kai, just us two in this massive place? Listen, the more expensive the home is, the better the security gets. Every month, on the first day, a traveler gets pulled into the trial. During this time, physical bodies remain completely helpless back home. You feel the tension, right? No matter how powerful you become inside the stellar realm, if your physical body falls out here, everything simply ends. Color drains from Shay's face instantly. 2.5 days later, round 2 officially begins. I ruffle Shay's hair, telling her not to worry. These elite guards will protect her the entire time my soul is away fighting. When I finally open my eyes, I am already inside the stellar realm. Unlike the first round, we are not standing on a barren plain anymore. We stand inside an ancient stone city wrapped within dense forest. The air carries a very distinct fragrance, the scent of the tree of life, totally unique here. Every surviving traveler is sent here, and many immediately recognize my face. First place from the previous trial, the Black Scythe. The crowd instinctively steps back, their wide eyes filled with absolute awe and unease. Suddenly, a glowing angel appears out of nowhere. Everyone immediately wonders why she is not the same guide as before. She smiles sweetly, explaining that the previous guide had a sudden accident, so she will be guiding all travelers through round 2 instead. To me, it is just another fake mask hiding the exact same rot underneath. Then she announces rules. In this round, travelers must elect a new zone commander within 3 hours. Good news, absolutely 0 eliminations required today. The elected winner commands all travelers in this zone and decides who survives or falls. The official voting process opens in 2.5 hours. Anyone completing the vote gets sent safely back to the real world. The massive crowd erupts with pure relief. No fighting required, and they absolutely love that. But I know the dark truth. Electing a commander means nothing. Round 2 has a secret hidden mission, triggering only at level 10. So, I skip the crowded city and head straight out into the deep forest. Stellar realm forests are nothing like Earth at all. Massive trees rise dozens of meters high, their thick canopies completely blotting out the sky above. Strange, glowing moss clings to every single branch. The air feels warm and intensely humid. Deep growls echo nearby. Believe me, you and I are witnessing a real world here. No illusions. Stick with me. We are diving into an epic new world. I spot a fringe goblin on the edge and completely wreck it in just one blink. But this outer edge is way too empty. I charge straight into the deep woods, where those goblin nests are completely swarming everywhere. A normal traveler wandering around here would be totally doomed. I just smirk. The Reaper's Eye activates, flashing a cool blue in the shadows. Every single goblin's critical weak spot lights up instantly. One strike, one fall. Just half an hour later, I hit level 9. Without pausing, I dump every attribute point into agility. 1,000 past lives taught me a major lesson. No matter how tough you are early on, one heavy hit ruins everything. But if your speed is insane, absolutely nothing can ever touch you. Then I feel it. Someone is watching me. The Reaper's Eye detects 2 hidden life signatures, one behind a tree, the other crouching low. I lift my short blade. Come on out. A cheerful woman steps from the shadows, clearly a traveler. Then a serious guy quickly follows. The exact second I see his face, my eyes go wide. Zane Su, Marcus Chin's right-hand man, really one of the strongest travelers alive. In past lives, he anchored the Dark Knight Order, and he is absolutely an ally I am planning to recruit. And that cheerful girl is celebrity Yun Yuna. She holds an epic summoner talent and is completely destined to become the 3rd highest ranked fighter in this entire zone. But according to my past lives, I definitely should not be meeting them yet. Yuna presses her hands together, feeling nervous, and says softly, "We saw you take first place earlier. We really want to team up with you." I just turned them down. I do not need a squad yet. Honestly, I just need to level up incredibly fast. As I turn around to leave, I catch Yuna's legs completely giving out underneath her, almost collapsing right down to the forest floor. Zane catches her. They just stare at each other, totally shaken to their core. That aura. Nobody ever wins first place by pure accident. I do not stop. I march deeper. After clearing out a few more goblins, my noise suddenly attracts an angry pack of hungry werewolves. These giant silver beasts easily tower over goblins, standing well over 2 meters tall. Their limbs are armored in thick, hardened fur, but through the Reaper's Eye, every single weak spot on them glows like a bright target. I do the math with a smirk, just enough to level up. The scythe swings, essence scatters. Huge congratulations. Level 10 is reached. Shop unlocked. Angel essence detected in inventory. Activate hidden talent. Awakening. Zero hesitation. I select yes without a second thought. The angel essence shifts into a mysterious blue flame and sinks straight deep into my palm. In an instant, a massive surge of power erupts right from the depths of my soul. My shadow totally warps, twists, and finally solidifies into a pitch-black scythe. Hidden talent Shadow Lord. Stage 1 awakening fully complete. Now watch closely. Exclusive weapon Soul Eater Scythe obtained. Reaper's Eye activated. Eternal Night domain unlocked. Doom Mark is fully acquired. Damage jumps by 120%. Title obtained. God Slayer. Bonus gives double damage against divine beings. I open the shop, drop 20,000 gold on a tracking skill, and lock it straight onto someone I have hated for absolutely forever. Hector Ming. Surprisingly, this guy is not very far from me at all. Perfect. But before I chase him, a huge commotion erupts deeper in the forest. Not just monsters, human voices. Wait, not completely human. Mixed inside is something clear and ethereal, just like water trickling through the wind. I quickly follow the sound through a sprawling maze of giant ferns. The scene ahead stops me totally cold. A squad of travelers has someone completely cornered. Weapons drawn, faces glowing with absolute, pure greed. Right inside their circle, a young girl is curled up tightly against the thick roots of a massive tree. She is definitely not human. Cute pointed ears peek through her silver hair. Her pale skin looks almost translucent, and she is totally covered in injuries. Her bright emerald eyes burn with fear and defiance. She is an elf, a true native of the stellar realm. From my memories across 1,000 rebirths, elves are literally among the oldest races on this entire continent. You know the deal, right? Living alongside nature, holding epic magic, and lifespans stretching for centuries. But as divine trials keep dropping, massive waves of travelers flood the stellar realm, and the elven territory gets completely devoured, piece by piece. Their race is practically extinct now. My Reaper's Eye quickly sweeps over this poor girl. Her life force is fading away incredibly fast. Multiple wounds are cut terribly deep. But what completely shocks me is the wild magic surging inside her. The incredible power of royal elven heritage. Mind your own business. The lead traveler turns around, takes one quick look at me, and his confident expression instantly shifts. He definitely recognizes me, but greed beats fear. This elf is worth a huge fortune. The system says eliminating a rare race gives massive rewards. If you want to cut, we can totally work something out, he suggests smoothly. I am already there. The Soul Eater scythe drives directly straight through his chest. Since you know my name, the rest of the greedy group finally reacts and rushes me together, as if they could ever actually be a match for me. The forest falls completely silent very quickly. I wipe the mess away, pull the blade free, and trust me, you will love what happens next with this cute elf girl. Stick with me, we are diving into an epic tale. She is still curled by the roots, frozen, lips trembling, never begging, defiant, yet absolutely terrified. To her, travelers and invaders are exactly the same. I crouch down, looking completely harmless. What is your name? She stays quiet. Nari. Her voice is faint. Those wounds are deep. Let me help you out. I pull a healing potion from my inventory, placing it down. Nari just stares at it for a long while. Then, a shaking hand slowly reaches out. She pops the cap, pouring the glowing liquid over herself. The green fluid soaks in and cuts magically close up right before us. Your people? Her entire body freezes up. Gone. Just one word, costing her absolutely everything. My father fell defending our home during the last epic trial. My mother, 3 days ago, was lost as she hesitates, glaring at me, then says, invaders. The Jade Forest clan vanished. I am the only one left. The elf race faces extinction. In every past life, I never saw an elf survivor. In round 2, in the original timeline, Nari would have surely faded away by now. I was the one who scattered those travelers and completely changed her fate. Now watch closely. Seeing her stubborn spirit, something actually stirs inside me. Across 1,000 rebirths, I have witnessed more tragedy and despair than anyone could ever possibly imagine. My heart turned to pure iron long ago, but looking at this strong elf girl who lost absolutely everything, she reminds me of my past self. Any other settlements nearby? Nari firmly shakes her head. The Jade Forest was the last one. Elves have no home left anywhere in the stellar realm. I stay quiet, then stand up tall. Come with me. She looks up, her vibrant emerald eyes showing pure, dramatic confusion. I appreciate the help, but I refuse to follow a traveler. Your kind absolutely ruined my home, wiping out my people. I am not here to ruin this world. I interrupt. My flat voice carries a heavy weight, leaving absolutely zero room for any argument. I am here to take down the gods. Nari's eyes go wide. In elven legend, the gods are completely untouchable. They created the stellar realm. They created the trials. No one, elf, human, or any other race has ever dared to say such a wild thing, but Nari knows. These are the exact gods treating every living thing here like mere livestock, as if everyone exists, only to be hunted by the travelers. And yet, this traveler standing right in front of her speaks of defeating gods, like it is the most obvious, everyday thing in the entire world. You are totally insane. Maybe. I glance back at her. But do you have better options? Nari stays silent. Then slowly, fighting the pain, she pushes herself to her feet, stumbling after me. My name is Nari Elwyn, the strong last princess of the Jade Forest. Her voice holds quiet defiance. I am not following you. I simply have nowhere else to go. I do not look back, but the corner of my mouth actually lifts slightly. You and I both know this is huge. Maybe this rebirth is where I finally take down a god. Moving through the forest, my epic leveling pace never slows. Her amazing recovery is way faster than expected. That royal elven lineage gives her a healing ability for surpassing any ordinary human. Within just half an hour, she walks on her own. But what truly surprises me even more is her incredible fighting ability. When a goblin pack bursts from the bushes, Nari instinctively raises her hand. A vivid green vine erupts from the earth, tightly wrapping two goblins in midair. Nature's pure force, the amazing innate magic of elves. Her injuries cut the spell short at 3 seconds, but it absolutely reveals everything about her potential. You can still fight? Elves never show weakness to outsiders. She lifts her chin decisively while speaking, but her face is as white as blank paper, putting on a very brave face. I stay silent. I turn, clearing the remaining goblins without a single word. Then, my tracking skill sends a ping. Someone is very close. My eyes go completely cold. Wait here, do not move. Nari frowns. Where to? To settle some old scores. Hector Ming. That name appears in almost every single one of my 1,000 rebirths, always attached to intense pain. In past lives, he betrayed me constantly and deeply, hurt the people closest to me time and time again. I never give him a chance to react. My body flickers, vanishing right into the deep forest. He is absolutely the most despicable human being I have ever known, bar none. Betrayal, backstabbing, kicking someone when down. Honestly, even those harsh words feel too mild for what he truly is. In my 7th rebirth, he sold out my location for a single piece of gear, getting me completely surrounded and eliminated. In rebirth 123, he finished me off while I lay heavily wounded, striking me down himself. In rebirth 409, he personally eliminated GIA. Her screams still echo in my worst nightmares. 1,000 cycles, 0 exceptions. No matter how I alter the timeline, or how many chances I give him, this man is completely rotten to the core. A true monster wearing a human face. Starting from my 500th rebirth, I completely stopped hesitating. Every life, Hector Ming gets taken down on sight. So what do we make of this? Payback is coming. Deep in the forest, a fierce hunt begins. Yuna is badly injured, her vitality draining rapidly. Alright, let's jump into this intense survival game. She slumps against a tree, pale as a ghost, fading fast from losing so much energy. Zane stands guarding her, short blade raised high. His gripping hand is battered and wounded, yet his fierce gaze absolutely refuses to waver. Right in front of them, Hector Ming and his 6 underlings slowly tighten their circle. With nowhere left to run, Hector smirks, chewing on a blade of grass. Play nice, and I just might let you survive this. Hey, sweetheart, you are quite stunning. Stick by my side, and you will live like royalty here. Shut your mouth, Zane replies with pure ice. Oh, look at the serious backbone on this kid. Hector tilts his head, a cruel flash sparking in his eyes. Then let us break him first. Snap him completely and see how tough he really is. All 6 goons attack at once, but Zane is absolutely no pushover. He blocks the first 2 strikes, but a spear punches right through his shoulder. Then, a heavy iron rod brutally crashes into his spine. He drops down to one knee, teeth tightly clenched, totally refusing to fall. Hector casually strolls over, towering above. Still trying to fight? The villain lifts his boot, grinding it into Zane's fresh injury. Zane lets out a muffled groan, the veins popping visibly on his forehead. Yet he never once screams out. Very interesting. Hector steps back and turns his attention toward Yuna. Now watch this closely. He never even finishes his sentence. A pitch-black scythe silently rests right against his neck. The razor edge sits less than a millimeter from his main artery. Hector freezes up completely. He did not even sense anyone approaching him. Frozen, stiff, without a single footstep, wind, or shift in the air. It is like the ultimate end just materialized from nothingness. Do not move. My voice speaks from right behind him, calm as a gentle breeze, while the glowing blue runes on my dark scythe radiate an absolutely bone-chilling, terrifying aura into the air. Not just dark intent, it is the pure scent of the absolute end. All 6 of Hector's goons freeze in place. Their arrogant smirks are instantly replaced by sheer, undeniable terror. They completely recognize that dark weapon. Back in round 1, absolutely everyone heard the legend. The Soul Reaper Scythe, signature weapon of the Black Scythe, the ultimate champion of round 1. That is the Black Scythe, a minion stammers, shaking. Hector gulps hard. Cold sweat slides down his temple, dripping right onto the dark blade. A faint hiss echoes, like something intensely corrosive is eating through the solid metal. He forces a fake grin, his voice dripping with pretend warmth. Hey, man, let us talk this out. We do not have any problems here. The heavy debt between us is way more than you could ever repay. Hector's pupils shrink in pure shock. Wait, what? We have met before? You only need to know one thing. I pull my dark scythe back and step away. Hector actually thinks he is escaping. His body lunges forward on pure survival instinct, desperate for distance. But he abruptly freezes after just half a step. When he looks down, I know what you're thinking, but look. He freezes because he looks down and realizes his right hand is simply completely gone. The fresh cut is perfectly smooth, without a single drop of crimson. Yet, today you perish. Then the crimson violently erupts everywhere. Hector screams, stumbling back in pure panic. His 6 minions finally snap to reality and raise their weapons instinctively, but to my eyes, their slow movements look completely frozen in time. Reaper Eye fully activates. 6 targets, every single critical point glowing bright. Heart, spine, temple. Every single vulnerability gets locked under a glowing blue mark. I strike. The first guy sees a dark flash, then feels a cold line swipe across his neck. He quickly looks down. Crimson pours from the brutal slice. He cannot even raise his hand to cover it before his legs completely give out. The second minion swings back. His blade is just 3 inches from my face when his arm flies off. Then my dark scythe follows through with a clean horizontal sweep, completely splitting him right at the waist. The third and fourth goons fiercely rush from both sides at once. I never dodge. I just charge straight in. The Soul Reaper scythe carves a massive half-moon arc through the air, leaving a glowing blue trail. Both guys fall, split in opposite directions. The final minion, the absolute biggest of the group, feels his legs give way. His weapon simply slips from his fingers. He crashes down to his knees. Please, just spare me. The mighty scythe drops. Spare me. From start to finish, under 4 seconds. 6 fallen enemies. The heavy metallic scent spreads through the dark forest. Hector collapses to the ground, shaking like a fragile leaf. Those 6 elite fighters had all proudly survived round 1. Every single one of them carried strength and reflexes way beyond normal human limits. But standing in front of this monster, they were as easily torn as fragile paper. Hector finally grasps one absolute truth. The unstoppable man standing before him exists in a completely different dimension. You absolutely cannot finish me. The terrified villain screams himself completely hoarse. Every single trace of arrogance is totally gone, instantly replaced by pure fear and raw survival instinct. If the player count drops, the mission quota entirely decreases. Eliminating me does nothing for you. I just walk toward him very slowly. You and I have seen this before. He crawls back until his spine hits a solid tree. With nowhere left to hide, he begs like a trapped, choking rat. I can work for you. I have intel. I know secrets about everyone. I can help. You can do what exactly? I pause right in front of him, staring down. Reaper eye glows. Hector's fragile life energy flickers like a dying candle in the wind, weak, utterly pathetic, and ready to fade. Stick with me here. He betrayed my spot in life. 7. And struck me down in the 123rd and 409th. I crouch right down. The cold tip of my scythe rests perfectly under his chin. Nowhere to run. He took out my sister right before my eyes. Hector's pupils shrink in pure shock. He has completely no clue what I mean, but the freezing, absolute anger in my gaze makes his spirit shake. I seriously have no idea what you mean. Hector completely breaks down, face covered in tears. I swear I do not know you. We never met. Please let me go. I will never. You are right. You do not know, because those events haven't happened yet. I stand tall. The scythe swings. Hector silences. A glowing gray energy floats up, instantly absorbed by my epic soul eater, scythe. I stare at the 7 defeated enemies on the ground, completely quiet and unfazed. Zane and Yuna just watch this entire intense showdown unfold. Yuna's pretty face goes completely pale with shock. She quickly covers her mouth, bravely trying to fight back her intense nausea. That wildly overwhelming, emotionless way of finishing FOs like stepping on tiny ants. Zane swallows hard. They both bow quickly, showing thanks, but instinctively stay far back. Thank you for saving us today. Zane's voice is shaking. He hesitates, but simply cannot help his own curiosity. You and that guy. It looked incredibly personal. Just one word. No more answers given. Zane stays smartly quiet. After we cheerfully split up, I head right back. Nari is beautifully waiting there, leaning happily against a tall tree. The absolute second she spots me, her bright emerald eyes spark. Then she looks at my gear, my strong arms, and the dark red marks covering my face. You are covered in red, not mine. I know it is not yours. She pauses, emerald eyes totally steady. 7. A brief, mysterious silence falls. They totally deserved it. They deserved it. She grabs a broad fern leaf, dips it into the cool stream, and playfully approaches. Lower your head. What for? You have red stains on your face. Lower your head. I lean down. Now, pay attention to this amazing moment. She stands on her toes, gently wiping my cheek clean. She never asks why I finished them, or who they were. No fear, absolutely zero disgust. Just like this is the most normal everyday thing ever. He went out, eliminated those who deserved it, and returned with a messy face. Just wash it off. That is it. Done. She gracefully steps back, checking her work. There is still a tiny mark. Forget it. It is stuck. We will wash it properly with clean water later. Thank you so much. For what? She turns her sweet face away, the tips of her ears faintly pink. Let's go. Don't you still have awesome leveling to do? I happily watch her march ahead silently, then playfully follow. Over the next epic stretch, Nari and I blast through wild monsters and push our levels together. Along our fantastic journey, I discover huge secrets about the stellar realm. The elves falling wasn't just caused by those annoying traveler invasions at all. Way before that, those tricky angels started secretly weakening every single native race. You and I know how wild this gets. Before travelers arrived, angels ran a sneaky campaign to steal every native's power. The beautiful elven sacred tree got tainted. The hardworking dwarves or veins, completely blocked. The strong beastmen's massive territory was forcefully shrunk down. All just calculated moves by gods. The elves have a crazy prophecy mentioned casually about the final reckoning. Nari stops completely dead in her tracks. How do you know that? I know lots of amazing things. In the epic ancient legends of the elves, when the light of every single race gets swallowed by gods, a fierce caged soul will totally shatter the heavens and trigger the ultimate, final reckoning. The unbelievable outcome of that massive battle decides the fate of two worlds. A soul from within the cage. Nari slowly murmurs those dramatic words, her beautiful emerald eyes turning right toward me. You claimed you were here to fight gods. Wait, are you the legendary prophecy hero? Do not jump to any wild conclusions, I interrupt. Over 1,000 resets, I confirmed I am not that guy. Suddenly, the awesome voting window pops up. Every single traveler gets magically teleported back to the starting line to elect a commander. A huge guy named Stone Jaw, with a sketchy past, who wiped out tons of players in round 1 using pure muscle, is busy bullying and intimidating everyone to vote for him. He spots me cheerfully walking back, and angrily storms right over. Bow to me, and I let you walk away. I draw my epic scythe. Stone Jaw takes one terrified look at this glowing weapon radiating pure danger, and instantly sweats cold. He suddenly realizes he seriously messed with the wrong guy today. Oh, really? Stone Jaw tightly grits his teeth, but stays completely frozen. Honestly, I only hold back because I actually need him to become our zone commander. In round 3, his awesome command override is mine. I totally need him as commander. By round 3, that command override becomes incredibly useful to me. The exciting final vote arrives. Stone Jaw is officially elected as the zone commander, and the angel, just like I brilliantly predicted, loudly announces the commander's strict override limits. 10 uses only. Plus, it absolutely cannot affect any traveler holding an unlocked hidden talent. Stone Jaw's face instantly turns pale green in pure shock. And trust me, you will love this ending. The angel announces the only awakened traveler is our guy with the epic black scythe. Stick with me here, you and I are about to watch everyone stare at him, not knowing he is the only one the zone commander absolutely cannot control. Right before everyone gets teleported back to Earth, he turns around to take one final look at Nari standing there. She is a local, so she gets left behind. He makes a silent promise to come back for her next round. She looks away, pretending not to hear him, but her ears turn bright pink. Back in reality, he skips resting entirely because time is incredibly tight. He has to track down a very crucial person named Mia Yi, the absolute perfect ally for his new team. Why her? She holds the ultra-rare Guardian talent, which spikes the stats of everyone nearby by a massive 50%. Plus, her Guardian rune casts a solid shield over 5 different targets. In team battles, having that kind of support is genuinely priceless. Using his memories from his previous timeline, he knows she works at a local dessert shop and finds her instantly. There she is, a girl with a ponytail, cheerfully boxing up cakes. She looks up, blinking in surprise. Wait, you are my classmate, right? Kai Lin. He coughs, playing it totally cool like he has never met her before in his life. This matters. Now, pay attention. This is where it gets interesting. Acting too friendly makes her suspicious. But an accidental reunion? That makes her open up way faster. Sorry, I honestly do not remember you. Mia looks a little bit hurt for a second, but quickly flashes a cheerful smile. That is okay, I'm easily forgotten. What can I get you? He orders a tiramisu and slides her a massive pile of extra cash. She panics, saying it is too much, but he calls it a tip. Mia freezes completely. Following a few more totally planned coincidences, they swap numbers. She is super straightforward and honestly just trusts people too easily. That right there is her biggest strength and her absolute worst flaw. Later at dinner, she happily reveals her secret ability completely unprompted. A 50% boost? That is incredible, he says, staring at her stat panel, totally blown away by the numbers. She turns red, claiming it is not a big deal since she cannot fight. Little does she know how insanely broken that ability truly is. Back in round 1, he snagged a random gold egg. The reward is totally random, but his luck stat decides the final coin drop amount. With Mia boosting his stats, the ultimate result is completely maxed out. Stacking her buff with his special rune, he tears open the coin pouch. 9,999 coins. Across 1,000 lifetimes, he never saw that happen. Then, Mia hands him a glowing, bright purple crystal. A magic crystal she literally just stumbled upon during the trial. She thinks it is just a pretty rock she found while wandering around. You and I both know she has no clue what it does. He stares at the crystal, his heart absolutely pounding out of his chest. A purple magic crystal is the absolute rarest of the 7 elements. Once he hits level 20 and unlocks socketing, this boosts every single stat simultaneously. The late game potential for this artifact is totally off the charts. He tells her this means everything. Mia just smiles brightly, saying he helped her so much that a rock is nothing. She still has zero idea. It is worth an absolute fortune. Soon enough, round 3 kicks off. The second he teleports, something feels very different. They are definitely not heading to the Stone City this time. Instead, they arrive at a massive fortress with towering walls. Right in the middle sits a gigantic crystal relic. They are split into zones again for this phase. The players in his zone spawn straight inside the fort. 4,900 people total. A cheerful angel floats down and drops the terrifying rules. Defend the relic. Keep it completely safe for 3 hours, and you get to advance. 1,250. Move up. 3/4, get eliminated. Every 30 minutes, monsters will swarm the relic in massive, endless waves. The players must protect it. Rankings depend on monster defeat counts. The top, 1,250. Stay safe. The rest are banished forever. Stone Jaws figures it out. Whoever clears out the most monsters wins. Since he has that command override, controlling this round should be super easy for him. But the Angel's next announcement completely shatters his smug confidence. The zone commander can use overrides. But if a player manages to defeat the commander, that person instantly steals the Grand Commander position for themselves. Defeating the current commander means inheriting the supreme title, and all 10 of those precious command override abilities get completely refreshed and reset. Instantly, every single greedy, calculating pair of eyes locks right onto Stone Jaws. He calmly walks up to him. Do not panic. I'm not here to strike you down. Follow my orders, and you stay in the game. But his ridiculous pride takes over, and he flat out refuses. He fully expected this reaction. Then starting right now, whatever happens to you is absolutely not my problem anymore. While everyone else fights for that commander spot, he dips out of the fortress and sprints straight into the forest to find Nari waiting there. Exactly as planned, he spots her in the ruined jade forest. She is sitting quietly under a withered sacred tree, leaving flowers to honor the fallen elves. You really came back. Her voice is flat, but he easily spots the emotional redness at the corners of her eyes. That is where you and I leave it. He kept his word. She nods, guiding him to the trial zone. Come along with me. I need to grind levels, and if you stay here, the next wave of travelers will easily find you. Nari stands, cheerfully dusting off her skirt. I am not following you out of fear. I know. I just have nowhere better to go. I know. She scoffs playfully, dismissing me, and marches straight ahead. Wrong way. I point in the opposite direction. Immediately, the tips of Nari's elven ears turn deep red. She spins around, silently. Back inside the trial zone, throw myself into grinding levels hard. Wave 3 brings massive monster swarms. Paired with the triple experience boost, My leveling efficiency becomes absolutely staggering. Every time the Soul Eater's scythe takes a target down, the Soul Reap talent automatically pulls in pure energy, permanently boosting all my base stats. Nari watches nearby, her eyes wide, as Soul Reap constantly absorbs that raw energy, permanently strengthening me forever. Nari stares in absolute disbelief. What kind of monster are you? A true Reaper? You're joking. No. She stays quiet for a moment. In elven lore, Reapers are not a concept that exists. We firmly believe souls return to the Tree of Life. Maybe so, but a true Reaper is standing right in front of you now. Nari turns away, quietly muttering something in Elven under her breath that I cannot make out. By the time this third wave finally ends, I reach level 20. The system unlocks a brand new function, socketing. I immediately place the purple magic crystal Mia gave me right into the Soul Eater scythe. A glowing violet pattern blooms across the blade. Every single stat shoots up instantly. Watch this. My Reaper talent second stage finally unlocks. Endless Night Domain fully opens up. Brand new skill unlocked. Reaper's Night turns a 1 kilometer radius into permanent darkness. Inside that pitch blackness, my attack power completely doubles. And attack speed increases by 50%. Any targets outside of the Reaper's faction have their vision severely limited. Reaper Rune obtained. Attack power plus 100% during the day. Attack speed plus 50%. At night, Reaper's Night unleashed. In an instant, centered right on me. Every light source within 1 kilometer gets completely swallowed. The sky turns pitch black. Only my eyes burn with a dim blue glow. Wave 4 of goblins violently surges in, instantly swallowed completely by the absolute dark. Trapped inside the endless night domain, they stumble blindly in all directions. I glide smoothly through the darkness, holding my Soul Eater scythe. Like a true Reaper walking through the shadows. Every single precise slash flawlessly harvests my enemies. Through the absolute blackness, only panicked goblin cries and the sound of my scythe cutting air echo out loudly. Nari stands at the darkness edge, emerald eyes locked on me, harvesting everything inside. Her heart pounds, not from fear. Inside that heavy darkness, my figure radiates an aura, making her feel incredibly safe, acting like the only glowing lighthouse in the night. After clearing the fourth wave, I hit 20,000 gold and buy the recon skill. Meanwhile, Stone Jaw's entire side has completely fallen apart. Wave 4 spawns powerful werewolves, numbering exactly 10 times the total amount of surviving travelers. Stone Jaw has already burned through all 10 command overrides. He completely wasted the last few, forcing others to act as his human shields. Now, he pathetically begs me for help, but I just look at him coldly. Once you have used up your command overrides, you hold absolutely zero value to me anymore. Adults live with the choices they make. Stone Jaw's face turns totally pale. Suddenly, one of his subordinates, a massive man named Marco, lunges forward, catching Stone Jaw completely off guard and driving a blade right through him. Sorry, I just want survival. System alert. Marco has eliminated Zone Commander Stone Jaw. Commander position is now inherited. Marco glances back at the desperate travelers standing behind him, hungry-eyed like wolves, and drops to his knee right in front of me without hesitation. He swears absolute loyalty. You saw this coming, right? My next move absolutely terrifies him to the bone. I order him to use his command override on 10 men and completely smash the relic. Marco's jaw instantly hits the floor. But destroying the relic brings severe punishment. Choose punishment or complete elimination. He quickly shuts up. With a sharp, ringing crack, the relic finally shatters. System alert. Relic destroyed. Mission failed. The Divine Enforcer will arrive in 30 minutes. The travelers erupt into absolute panic, but for the first time in forever, I smile. The real game is just beginning. Soon, the Divine Enforcer descends. She drifts down, wrapped in golden light, face perfectly serene, smiling gently. Some poor fools actually think she will not attack. Then thousands of glowing light blades rain down from above. 300 travelers are instantly wiped out in the first wave. I use the massive chaos to loop behind the Divine Enforcer. Reaper's Eye locks onto her weakness. The Divine Enforcer has absolutely zero hearing. Vision is her only sense. I leap, releasing Reaper's Mark, boosting damage by 120%. Stacked with the God Slayer title's double damage. The Soul Eater scythe drives straight into her glowing eye. One single hit, 40% of her health gone. She screams in pure agony, releasing a strong barrier to trap me, but I perfectly know all her moves. In the last second, before the barrier fully closes, I break free. Trust me, it gets wilder. I circle back, slashing her other eye. Blinded, the Divine Enforcer goes completely berserk, releasing volleys of light blades, blindly firing in every direction. Stick with me here. Endless night swallows all light instantly. Inside the eternal night domain, the light blades lose almost all power. Our hero moves through the blackness. One clean slash severs her left wing. Another takes the right. The Divine Enforcer enters a critical state, triggering her ultimate passive skill, Final Radiance. 60. The Divine Enforcer in her falling state triggers the passive skill Final Radiance. Immune to all damage for 60 seconds. Our guy moves to a safe distance and waits silently. 60 seconds pass. The brilliant light completely fades. The Soul Eater scythe sweeps a perfect arc and takes her down. Congratulations. Divine Enforcer defeated. Level up by 3. 8,000 gold coins rewarded. Bonus reward of 4,000 gold coins. Title obtained. Defier of Divine Judgment. Reduces damage from divine beings by 80%. Condensed Divine Sense obtained ×1. Divine Radiance rune obtained. His level hits 30. The Divine Radiance rune pumps his intelligence up by 30 points directly, boosting skill damage by 30%. This is the real reason he destroyed the relic. Only by defeating a Divine Enforcer can you earn rewards absolutely impossible to obtain through any normal path. The angel descends again, announcing rankings. First place, Black Scythe, eliminations at 3,631. Every traveler present falls completely silent. Someone whispers, "Is he really level 30? When the angel reads the elimination list, thousands of travelers who fell short are suddenly consumed by flames, reduced entirely to ash. Yuna trembles so hard she can barely stand. Zane grips her hand tight. Now pay attention. Here Nari stands in the distant tree shadows, just watching in complete silence. Her emerald eyes reflecting the sea of flames, her expression totally unreadable. This is the world of travelers, brutal and extremely cold. The strong devour the weak, but the man calling himself a Shadow Lord stands before thousands and says, "Are you just going to stand there and watch your own kind get eliminated?" Nari's heart completely lurches. She suddenly thinks, maybe the wild prophecy in elven legend is not just a myth. Back in the real world, our MC begins the next phase of his plan. First up, eliminate a huge threat, Xavier Zhang. During the trial, Xavier obtained the Flash rune, and that specific rune is what sets him on a path of absolute destruction. In past lives, he used the blinding effect of that rune to commit countless crimes in the real world. But what makes him truly, incredibly dangerous? He eventually finds the Mind Rune, a magical rune that can read anyone's thoughts. With that power in his hands, he becomes nearly unstoppable. In past lives, he kidnaps Shay, using her as leverage to brutally force secret information out of our MC. In the fight that followed, our hero lost an eye. So, every single rebirth, he moves first to find him and take the Mind Rune before he can. This time is absolutely no different. He puts on a mask, heading to an abandoned warehouse. Moonlight pours through broken windows, scattering across the empty floor. Xavier Zhang is already here, frantically searching for the hidden Mind Rune. The gods hid special items in the real world too. We both know how rare that is. Seeing a masked figure in the doorway, his face completely shifts in shock. "Who are you? Here to borrow something." "Borrow what?" He raises the epic Soul Eater scythe. The blade catches the moonlight, glowing cold blue. Your endgame. Xavier triggers the flash rune. Blinding white light erupts from his body, but the very next second, white light bursts again. But 1 second later, the endless night of shadows falls. Absolute darkness swallows every trace of light. Inside the eternal night domain, there is simply no such thing as light. He takes it straight from him, the mind rune, freshly activated. The mind rune can clearly read a target's innermost thoughts. With this powerful tool, his meeting with Marcus Chin will go perfectly. A 5-star hotel on Saturday, one of Marcus's hidden assets. 1,000 rebirths have given our hero secrets most people will never know. But today, he plays the wide-eyed kid, knowing absolutely nothing. Zane Su arrives first. He completely freezes the moment he sees him. A college student barely 20 years old. How could he possibly be the major shareholder behind 280 billion in investments? Every flicker of doubt is captured by the mind rune. Marcus Chin arrives fashionably late, silver suit and black cufflinks. Every single inch of him radiates wealth and cold distance. The late entrance is deliberate, a total power move. He shakes his hand with the most timid smile he can manage. He orders a massive feast fit for royalty, putting on a show. The wide-eyed kid seeing this world for the very first time. He eats like he hasn't seen food in days. Marcus closely watches, deciding he is definitely no heir to any powerful family. This young and already this successful. Did someone back you up? I just turned 20. That is not exactly young anymore, honestly. Every coin I made, I actually earned myself. You are 20. Even if you started earning from birth, there is no way you built hundreds of billions entirely on your own. He puts on his most naive face. Oh, I am nowhere near that impressive. My first big break came from a single investment that multiplied. Then he tells them the actual reason behind everything he has impressively built. During a trial, got foresight. Trust me, we know where this goes. Zane clearly doesn't buy it. Let's dive right in. To crush their doubts, I drop secrets about Marcus Chin nobody should know. The 5-star group's eldest son was treated like a joke by his family. But get this, he secretly built Stellan Group, and this very hotel is his hidden asset. Zane Su immediately demands my sources. But Marcus Chin just goes completely silent, entirely lost in deep thought. Time for my ultimate card. What if I told you I have trial for intel? Still think I'm just bluffing here? Their calm faces shatter instantly. I drop the bomb. This trial is not about hunting monsters at all. It is traveler versus traveler. Within 2 minutes, the coldest guy in the room leans forward, incredibly serious. He puts his glass down, eyes locked directly on mine. If your foresight is real, I back your plan completely. Advanced trial intel is absolutely priceless for Marcus Chin. But here is the crazy truth. I am no prophet. I have regressed 1,000 times over. Playing the prophet is just much safer. If my regression secret leaked, higher angels and even the gods would hunt me down. But foresight? People can easily wrap their heads around that kind of talent. It avoids raising any major red flags. Stepping out of the hotel, I exhale slowly. The very first piece is finally set. Now pay attention, you're going to love this flex. I need to give Mia the intel, so I pull up in my new sports car. She absolutely freezes. Is this actually yours? Get in and find out, I tease. Ever curious, Mia immediately asks how much it cost me. I answer casually, 9 million. That massive number hits her like a solid wall. 9 million? Do you realize how many stores you could open with that? I will never see 9 million in my life. Hey, do not sell yourself short. Just a few days ago, I had absolutely nothing. Look at me now. But Mia is not even listening anymore. She is completely lost in her own little world. He has billions, yet he is driving with me. Does he actually like me? This feels exactly like a real date. A bright blush creeps across her cheeks. I watch her daydream and say I must come clean. She immediately takes it as a romantic confession. Her brain short circuits. A confession? I clear my throat twice, cutting right through the awkward tension. I mean come clean, as in tell a secret. Mia waves her hands, laughing it off. She claims she is just joking. Inside, She is completely melting from pure embarrassment. I finally get to the point. My insane wealth is not from luck. It is because I possess a future rune. A future rune? Mia instantly lights up with excitement. That sounds absolutely incredible. But why tell me something so personal? I give a small smile. Well, you shared yours with me first. It only seems fair. Mia laughs, just like a joyful kid with 0 guards left. Speaking your true mind actually feels really amazing. Then she wonders why I chose to share my secret rune with her. I explain, if I hid the truth, you would never believe what comes next. Then I hand over the trial. For intel. Mia is entirely stunned. She has 0 clue what to do, clearly not grasping how serious this gets. I firmly warn her 3 times to watch everyone around her. Seeing my deep concern, Mia happily drifts right back into her own little world. He actually cares this much about me. He must really like me. If he asks me out, should I say yes? After dropping Mia off, I find myself feeling completely caught off guard. 1000 regressions, and I am just now realizing she has a massive crush on me. Honestly, this is perfect. Now, I have a solid emotional hook to work with. Keeping Mia close will be much easier. Soon enough, Trial 4 arrives exactly on schedule. You and I both know the stakes are rising. Landing in the stellar realm, the air feels intensely heavy. An angel descends, announcing the rules. Trial 4 is Traveler versus Traveler. Every single Traveler receives 3 life badges. Every elimination takes 1 badge. Lose them all, you are gone forever. Only the top 500 badge holders advance. The combat window opens in 24 hours. Early knockouts do not count at all. This specific trial is way more brutal than anything we faced before. Your opponent is no longer some predictable beast. It is another person, just as clever and every bit as dangerous. The angel fades out, and the arena buzzes with crazy tension. My very first move? Ditch the crowd and sprint straight toward the Jade Forest. Just as expected, beneath the fallen sacred tree, I find her. But this time, she is not alone. 7 or 8 tiny figures are surrounding Nari. Elven girls huddle behind her, watching me with wide emerald eyes exactly like hers. Whoa! Where did you manage to find all of them? Nari softens her expression, a sight I rarely see. After you left, I found them hiding deep within the forest. They are the last survivors of the Jade Forest, all just innocent children. 7 elven kids, the oldest looking about 10 in human years. The youngest is barely 4 or 5. They cling tightly to Nari like she is the last family they have left. Their parents? Nari just shakes her head. I go completely quiet. With Traveler versus Traveler rules, this forest is going to become a total war zone. You cannot stay here. Nari frowns. Then where? Come with me, I will find somewhere safe. She grumbles, but tells the elven kids to pack. That's where we leave it. Trust me, you'll want more. Stick with me here. While I was gone, Nari actually built a tiny camp. It's rough. But those vine walls and leaf beds? She absolutely cares for these kids. You did this alone? Elves never abandon their own, apparently. She says it so casually. Then, one of the tiniest elven kids tugs on my sleeve. She looks up, speaking in really broken common. Are you the super strong guy Nari talks about? I glance over. Her face instantly turns bright crimson. Red. She completely snaps her head away. I never said that. I only mentioned what happened last time. Nari said you chased the bad guys and defeated a massive angel. The little girl just bounces with pure joy. Nari looks ready to vanish into the floor. I can't even help it. I laugh. First time in 1,000 rebirths that I have laughed like this and truly meant it. I quickly lead Nari and the elven kids toward a secret cave near the trial zone's edge. A hidden spot most travelers completely ignore. Once they are safe, I get straight to work. 2 objectives. First, grab badges and stay highly ranked. Second, eliminate Marco to trigger the big hidden mission. Ever since becoming zone commander, Marco's ego is just astronomical. He completely abandoned his own crew right after Trial 3 ended, and they hit Earth. Now, watch closely. His very first move in Trial 4 is using that command override against me. But what he completely missed, there is a secret trigger. Defeat the zone commander in this exact trial, and the path to the deep zone unlocks. I need what is down there. Hunting Marco, I bump into other reckless travelers. Most smartly avoid me the second I appear. A few are pretty clueless though. They actually try ambushing me. They all end up exactly the same, crawling away defeated. I do not finish them, just take their badges. The Reaper's Eye reveals every single weakness and attack path. Paired with my max agility, every ambush fails before it even begins. Finally, inside some crumbling ruins, I spot Marco. 8 forced travelers surround him, totally controlled by his commander override. Well, look who showed up. Marco spots me and forces the absolute most pathetic smile you can imagine. Perfect timing, actually. Some idiots need dealing with, but my Soul Eater scythe is already right at his throat. Marco's smile vanishes. Your usefulness ends here. The blade falls. Congratulations, you eliminated the current zone commander, triggering a hidden mission. The Abyss Gate is open. His 3 commander badges instantly transfer straight over to my hands. The authority I completely reject. By the rules, I can easily refuse it, and I absolutely do. That commander role brings heavier and heavier penalties with every single following trial. Crazy, right? It just gets you eliminated. And exactly where Marco fell, the Abyss Gate suddenly opens. A pitch-black vortex tears open across the ground, breathing out pure chaotic energy. I jump straight in. The other side reveals a massive dark red space. The Deep Trial Zone. Way stronger monsters than normal zones, but the rewards are completely insane. Right here is what I needed. The Shadow Rune. This incredible item lets you vanish completely into shadows. Totally invisible, even in Angel's detection. For my plan, this rune is absolutely vital when facing those higher tier angels later on. Exiting the Deep Trial Zone, Trial 4 is basically wrapped up. Back at the cave, Nari is happily teaching the kids to weave grass rings. Soft moonlight pours through the rocky entrance, perfectly catching her silver hair. The whole scene feels incredibly peaceful. You're back. She has said it so many times, but every single time her voice holds a bit more genuine warmth. I'm back. The tiniest elven kid is named Ye. She is not scared of me anymore. She runs right up and shoves a messy grass ring into my hand. For you, Nari says, wearing one keeps the bad dreams away. I just stare. A few quiet seconds pass. Thank you. Nari watches from the side, a tiny smile forming on her lips. Later that night, with all the children fast asleep, Nari and I sit by the entrance. The Stellar Realm's night sky is just breathtakingly gorgeous. Bright stars blaze in stunning blue and green, totally unlike the sky back home. The faraway tree of life glows softly, carrying a sweet floral scent. Thank you, Nari says out of nowhere. For what? Thank you for not harming them. Most travelers finding elven kids either eliminate them for quick loot or enslave them immediately. You are the first to help us. I am not a hero, I know. She hugs her knees tight. You have taken out a lot of people. I have seen it, but you never hurt the innocent. That is enough. A long pause. What is your people's future? I really do not know. Her voice drops. Elves have zero future. The sacred tree fell. Our land is gone. Every single adult warrior is missing. It is just me and these kids left. There is a future. How could you know? Did your crazy foresight activate again? Not foresight, a solid promise. I look right into her eyes. She freezes. Her emerald eyes reflect the entire sky. And trust me, when this is over, I'm finding these elves a brand new home. She opens her mouth, then shuts it tight. Turning away, she quickly wipes her eyes. Elven pride means never crying in front of a complete outsider. I get it. Nobody is crying here. Trial 4 finishes, and my spirit snaps back home. Stick with me here, because things back on Earth are escalating fast. Marcus Chin sees my trial. 4 predictions come true. And now, he trusts me completely. He calls me up first, proposing a massive pivot for the entire Stellan group. His voice drops low over the phone. Traditional tech is done. The traveler economy is exploding now. We need to gather epic gear, medicine, and intel. These items are the new currency. But wait, there is more. I just lean back comfortably. In 6 months, governments worldwide will release strict laws to control all travelers. But honestly, rules can never keep up with raw power. You must build a massive empire covering the whole traveler ecosystem before those rules drop. A few heavy seconds of silence follow. Just how far does your vision go? Far enough, I reply. Call ends. Xiao strolls in with some warm milk. So what level are you now? This kid is super jealous lately. Apparently, her roommate's boyfriend reached level 11 and hit a class awakening. She brags about it at school constantly. Just one level above him. I answer without even looking. I cannot reveal my real rank. A level 30 traveler. If bad guys find out, little Sia instantly becomes a huge target. Even so, Sia looks absolutely thrilled. You are amazing. I'm showing off at school tomorrow. Grow up. She makes a funny face and runs back to her room. I shake my head, returning to work. Meanwhile, Stellan Group stock is skyrocketing, just like I planned. From my past memories, within 3 months, it becomes the biggest traveler company in the entire nation. But that is just surface level. Quietly, I'm doing something else entirely, snapping up abandoned land across the surrounding areas. Quietly, avoiding any unwanted attention. You are going to want to see this. In 6 months, a massive spatial rift connects Earth and the stellar realm. Otherworldly beasts will flood through, opening exactly on the land I just bought. When that happens, this exact spot becomes the ultimate traveler hunting ground. Value skyrockets 10,000 times over. Control this hunting ground, and you completely dictate how every single traveler gets there. Crucial resources. That is true power. Days just blur by. Between the monthly trials, my life speeds along on multiple tracks. First, real-world strategy. Teaming up with Marcus Chin, grabbing more land, and handling a world getting wilder every day. Second, prepping for the next trial, upgrading epic gear, buying skills, and training alongside Mia Ye. And third, right before any trial finishes, I visit the cave to check up on Nari. As trials progress, I spend way more time inside the stellar realm. Nari's attitude completely shifts from cold, weary distance into something much deeper and harder to name. She stops saying she has nowhere else to hide. Now she asks, when are you coming back? I drop off materials looted from defeated monsters to upgrade our cave. Honestly, you cannot live in a cave forever. Elven ancestors survived worse. But hey, you were a princess, a former princess. Crouching by the stream, she scrubs little Ye's dirty clothes. Her stunning silver hair trails into the gentle current. Honestly, I lose track of how long I stare. What are you looking at? She asks, without looking up. Nothing. Liar. The mind rune cannot read an elf's heart. I am not using the mind rune. Then what are you staring at? You washing clothes. What is so interesting about that? You are doing a great job. She finally looks up. Her emerald eyes glare, but the corners of her mouth completely betray her. You feel that too, right? Romance. It is a stillness and warmth I never once felt across 1,000 rebirths. Like a sudden light in the endless darkness. Through trials 5 and 6, my level skyrockets to 50. Shadow Lord's 3rd stage unlocks spirit capture full form. Every single foe I defeat, their aura energy gets completely absorbed. Once that stored energy crosses the max threshold, the awesome 4th stage unlocks. Meanwhile, my epic team just keeps growing. Marcus Chin is officially my ally now. His legendary Dark Knight talent finally reached the 2nd stage of awakening. Combined with my own Eternal Night domain, we are practically an unstoppable duo. Plus, Zane, Sue, and Yuna officially join our squad. Yuna's summoner talent levels up during Trial 5. She can now summon incredibly powerful elven guardians. Mia Yi's guardian talent drops huge team-wide buffs and shields, proving absolutely decisive in every group fight. Meanwhile, inside the stellar realm, Nari is not just some rescued elven princess anymore. Through countless trials, her magical strength has leveled up at a truly stunning pace. The royal elven bloodline is fully awakening. She can now control every plant and natural element within 100 meters. Even better, her deep knowledge of the stellar realm completely outshines any normal traveler. Ancient ruins, hidden treasures, totally forbidden zones. These native secrets give our squad a massive edge in every single trial. So what do you and I make of this epic squad? She even introduces me to a hot-tempered dwarven master smith, who raises his hammer instantly at any traveler. Stick with me here. Knowing I helped the elves, he finally agrees to talk. His weapons completely outclass standard system gear. Meet the fierce young beast, warrior Baru. He is the second son of the legendary Silver Wolf clan. During a massive traveler raid, he lost an arm, but returned fiercer than ever. He absolutely hates travelers, but deeply respects Nari. Why? Because those elves actually saved the Silver Wolf clan exactly 1 century ago. Then we have Vesper, a super mysterious half-elf alchemist. Nobody knows her true identity. She deals incredibly rare potions on the black market. These stellar world locals slowly build a massive network, a hidden power centered entirely around me, quietly growing huge across to different worlds. But things rarely stay perfectly peaceful. Right before the 7th trial starts, I get bad news. Using his secret spy network, Marcus Chin uncovers a super shady organization operating on Earth. Every single member is a high-level traveler. They literally call themselves the Chosen, preaching that travelers are the ultimate chosen people of the gods. Regular humans should bow to traveler rule. This crazy idea resonates deeply across their entire community. More and more travelers start breaking the law, abusing their absolute power to bully ordinary people. What gets even scarier, the angels might be secretly pulling strings behind the Chosen. If angels are backing this group, Marcus Chin says over the phone, sounding super cold, then the gods do not just want to destroy humanity using these harsh trials alone. They want to break the survivors from the inside. That is exactly how they operate. You already know this perfectly. Marcus falls completely silent. He stopped questioning my predictions a long time ago. So what is the plan? We cut the roots early. That is exactly why I keep buying up land. Control all the resources, and you choke out every traveler group. Now, pay close attention here. After the trial, I make an insane choice. Nari comes to Earth. The Soul Lord talent fully awakens its 3rd stage. Gathered soul energy finally unlocks something way deeper. The barrier separating worlds. Across 1,000 lives, absolutely nobody has ever brought a stellar world native to Earth. The gods themselves built this barrier. In theory, crossing it is totally impossible. But what is the actual core of my Soul Lord? Talent? Total mastery over endings. And this barrier is basically an ending itself. It stops all connection between worlds. If my soul talent controls endings, I can absolutely rip that gate open. Outside the cave that night, I raise the mighty Soul Eater scythe high. Every single ounce of stored energy rushes straight into the blade. It instantly transforms into a massive, glowing blue flame. Nari stands nearby, gently holding the youngest child. Her emerald eyes reflect the fire. You are really doing this? Her voice shakes slightly. Breaking the barrier might alert the gods. Let them come. I swing the Soul Eater scythe down with all my strength. The sharp blade hits nothing, but space itself completely shatters. A dark spatial rift explodes open mid-air. Looking through, blurry city lights suddenly appear. My Soul Lord talent just awakened. Stage 4. Spatial tear unlocked. You gain the epic ability to open gates between 2 worlds. Warning. A high-ranking angel just detected this action. I do not care. Let us go. I extend my hand. Nari stares at it, glancing back at the kids behind her. She finally places her hand in mine. I'm not joining because of fear. I know. I'm coming because she pauses, squeezing my hand tight. We step through the glowing rift together. Nari's very first reaction to Earth is completely unexpected. I know what you are thinking. She gets amazed by the technology, right? But her first focus is none of that. She simply stares up at the sky, her beautiful expression completely unreadable. There is zero trace of the tree of life here. Earth does not have one. I know, it feels strange. She slowly looks back down. The air here basically feels empty. Earth's natural energy is incredibly weak compared to the thick magic of the stellar world. For an elf relying on nature, this place must feel exactly like a barren wasteland. You will adapt soon. Suddenly, Shay turns around. She sees me walking in with a silver-haired girl rocking pointed ears, and her jaw literally hits the floor. You, Shay, who is this? This is Nari, an awesome elf from the stellar world. She lives here now. Wait, an elf? Shay circles Nari 3 times, then boldly pokes the tip of her ear. Nari instantly jumps backward, her adorable ear tips flashing bright red. Never touch an elf's ears. Sorry. She is just so cute. I am not cute. You are incredibly cute. Where did you find her? From another world. Seriously? Very. Shay and Nari click instantly, mostly because Shay has never met a stranger in her entire life. In elven years, Nari is over 100, but she acts exactly like a normal 18-year-old. Within just 1 week, Shay already treats Nari like they have been absolute besties for several years. Nari starts adjusting Earth. Shay teaches her the microwave. She tastes instant noodles for the very first time, and practically eats them for 3 straight days. She thinks television's trap stories in boxes. Then she makes the balcony flowers bloom. Trust me, you guys will love what happens next. Stick with me. We are finally seeing this freezing apartment get some real warmth. One evening, I am grinding through work in the living room when Nari steps out. Still not sleeping, huh? Always things to handle, I tell her. She just sits right across from me, those bright emerald eyes locked on mine. In the stellar realm, you were an epic warrior. Back here, just a businessman. How long will you keep this up? Until it is totally over. And when is that? When I crush the gods themselves. She goes completely quiet. You said you would find the elves a home, I remember. I know you do. She looks down at her hands, totally dropping her guard. I just want to say, you do not have to carry everything alone. I look up. She is totally serious. No more stubborn walls or freezing distance. Just pure, steady, genuine warmth. The elves have a funny saying. Even the hardest stone needs the softness of water. You do not have to face this by yourself. I stay perfectly quiet. 1,000 respawns. 1,000 solo boss fights. I have spent way too long carrying every heavy burden and crazy loss alone. But right now, laying into those emerald eyes, I actually start thinking maybe this time I get a break. I just nod. 1 word, and Nari smiles. Completely open, genuinely real, and way more stunning than any stellar sky. But watch closely here. Before Trial 9, red warnings flash everywhere. The elite angels are finally arriving. In all previous trials, we only dealt with lower-tier guides and basic enforcers. But from Trial 9, the Overseer is an Arbiter Angel. That is a heavy hitter, second only to the Big Throne Angels. An Arbiter's raw power is basically in a completely different dimension from an Enforcer. In my past life memories, the first time an Arbiter showed up, it wiped out 10,000 travelers. Even a squad of top-tier travelers past level 70 could barely survive. Plus, my spatial gate is already completely exposed to the higher-ups now. They are watching me. Be careful out there, she says. I can handle myself. I am not doubting that. Then why are you? I know, she cuts in. You are worried about me. I totally admit it. But who is out here worrying about you? Nobody needs to. Liar. Trial 9 kicks off perfectly on time. Entering the stellar realm, the pressure instantly hits. Way different. The air gets super heavy with golden energy. It is the warning sign of an arbiter's domain. This trial is absolute madness. Travelers must survive 24 hours in a giant maze, battling endless waves of elite monsters and each other. The Arbiter Angel wanders the maze randomly, popping up out of nowhere to punish anyone she calls guilty. And I have taken down a guide angel. I have completely crushed an enforcer. I broke the world barrier. I am definitely her absolute #1 target. Deep inside the maze, I find a secure zone for Nari and the kids. Grimtooth is waiting. Pushed out of the dwarf land's last round, now hiding here with his final apprentices. The old dwarf swings his massive hammer. Kid, you really messed up this time. An arbiter is completely different, I know. You and I are both asking why walk right into the fire. Because if I avoid it, the next threat is way worse. Across 1,000 respawns, the game pattern never lies. If this arbiter is not stopped right now, the future enemies become insanely terrifying. Better to clash with her while I still have a real shot. I start rigging the entire maze. Using my top-tier tracking skills, I map her exact movement route and set up a massive, tricky trap. Not a physical snare, an information trap. I drop fake clues at key spots, baiting the arbiter angel right toward a specific zone. The deepest room in the maze, locked down by an incredibly ancient barrier. Way back, Stellar Realm locals used this exact place to lock away the absolute worst monsters. The seal is weak, but the leftover energy totally messes with angel powers. With the stage completely set, I walk in alone. The arbiter angel shows up exactly on cue. She looks absolutely wild, decked out in shining golden armor from head to toe. 6 massive wings spread out, gripping a giant sword, shining with pure blinding light. Sinner. Her voice drops, freezing cold, and totally absolute. You committed the following massive crimes: taking out a guide, crushing an enforcer, and illegally breaking the world barrier. By divine law, your sentence is total eternal erasure. I grip my Soul Eater scythe super tight. Come try it. The clash erupts instantly. This arbiter angel is insanely faster than any enforcer before her. Her giant judgment sword swings down in a total blur. My speed stats are completely maxed out, and I still barely manage to dodge. The blade barely clips me, leaving a crimson sting. In a fair fight, even with my god tier buffs, I am outmatched. But trust me, I never start a wild battle I have not already won. Night of Shadows, the eternal domain bursts open. Pure darkness swallows everything, eating the sword's blinding light. Stick with me, you are about to see an epic showdown. The arbiter angel scoffs, her golden domain clashing hard. Boom! Both incredible domains collide with massive force. Then, that mysterious ancient power hidden inside the chamber fully awakens. That ancient seal starts breaking down the angel's divine energy, melting it away like acid through solid metal. What is this? The angel asks, her voice dropping. This very chamber was used by the ancient Stellar Realm people to lock away terrifying monsters. The seal is weaker now, but it still affects divine beings perfectly. Did she really think I picked this spot randomly? The angel's incredible power drops by at least 30%, but even held back like that, she is absolutely terrifying. Every single strike from her glowing sword packs massive energy. I dodge with everything I have, taking heavy hits all across my body. One dodge fails. That golden sword drives straight through my left shoulder. Pain blinds me for a second, but I stand firm. Shadow Mark, damage boost, soul reap, total overload. I pour all my energy into the scythe, burning future potential as fuel, unleashing a massive, supercharged strike in one single blow. The blade drops. One pair of the angel's wings is totally severed. She shrieks in absolute shock. Her massive golden sword swings wildly. Golden light floods the room, but thanks to the ancient seal and my shadow domain, her wild attacks grow weaker with every passing second. Finally, my powerful scythe strikes true. Congratulations, you have defeated the arbiter angel. Level increased by 5. Rewarded with large gold and rare materials. Title obtained, God Challenger. Doll attributes permanently increased 20%. Obtained Angel Core ×1. I drop to my knees. My body is totally battered, but I definitely won. Nari rushes to me first. The moment she sees me incredibly battered, those emerald eyes fill up. Don't cry, I'm fine. I am not crying, she says, her nature force healing my wounds. Her fingers shaking so badly. Elves never cry around outsiders, right? You are not crying, so stop staring. Seriously, do not cry. I am fine. She repeats it, hands still moving and trembling slightly. Elves never cry in front of outsiders. Right. You are not crying, so stop staring. I steal a quick glance. A single tear drops onto my wound. They say elven tears heal the soul. Maybe it is just my imagination, but the pain genuinely starts fading away. Now pay attention. This is crucial. Trial 10. In past lives, this is exactly when higher angels launched a massive purge against Earth. Fallen angels swooped right down to Earth, eliminating every traveler who gained any power. If I am not completely prepared for this trial, our entire planet faces absolute destruction. Everything is ready. Marcus Chen's Stellan Group is now the largest traveler organization in the country. He has quietly built a brilliant elite traveler squad. Meanwhile, Zane, Sue, and Yuna run the sprawling intelligence network. Mia's guardian talent hit stage 3, providing massive team-wide buffs and glowing shields. Grimtooth forged me a totally new gear set, dark gold armor made from rare stellar realm metals, fused with the Arbiter Angel Core. Rosbaro boldly leads the Silver Wolf clan warriors and other stellar natives into a united allied force. We are ready, but the angels move way too fast. The second trial 10 starts. Dozens of sky rifts tear open, dropping 7 throne angels. 7? In all my past life memories of the Great Purge, only 3 were sent. You are seeing this, right? Dozens of rifts appear, and 7 massive throne angels descend. They only sent 3 before. Now, the number is more than double. Did I change history too much? The butterfly effect created a different future. My perfect foresight just failed completely. All my 1000 rebirth intel is suddenly useless. But there is zero time to hesitate. The chaotic battle instantly erupts around us. Marcus leads his elite unit against 2 throne angels. Zane and Yuna lead the alliance. Mia's shields cover the entire battlefield. And me? I face 3 throne angels with my shadow domain maximized. My powerful scythe carves glowing arc after arc through the darkness. Every strike packs insane power, but throne angels are built completely different. 3 against 1, even 50 levels higher, cannot hold them back. Injuries multiply across my entire body. My night domain starts crumbling under the sheer pressure of their combined angel domains. But suddenly, a brilliant flash of emerald light shoots right across the battlefield. Countless vines erupt, wrapping around an angel's wings. Nari, what are you doing? Get out! She stays put. Her royal elven bloodline awakens, her silver hair turning bright emerald with nature force. Trust me, this hits hard. She is literally burning her own life force. Stick with me here, because things get wild. Elven pride keeps her from backing down. Her nature magic locks that throne angel down for 5 whole seconds. 5 seconds is plenty for me to defeat the other 2. But the cost? The third angel shatters those vines, sending a piercing blast of divine light straight through her fragile form. Time completely freezes. I just watch her slowly falling down. Silver floods back into her hair. Those beautiful emerald eyes find mine. Her lips barely move. I sprint over and catch her. Nari. She gives a weak, gentle smile. Promise me, Kai, keep surviving. I always knew you were the child of prophecy. Her eyes slowly flutter shut. That brilliant emerald light fades away. Exactly. Like the final sacred tree in the stellar realm. Withering. Right then, 1,000 lifetimes of memories go totally dark. Only pure, unstoppable rage remains, boiling up from the absolute bottom of my soul. My soul eater scythe shakes violently in my hands. Every single ancient rune on the blade ignites instantly. Deep blue flames explode from the edge. Every single drop of gathered energy releases in one massive, spectacular flash. Shadow Sovereign Talent, Ultimate Awakening, the Abyssal Gate. Absolute darkness completely pours out from within me. Not just the basic eternal night domain, but something way deeper and vastly more terrifying. As if the absolute end has stepped into this room. The massive underworld gate tears open, creating a dark passage straight into the abyss. Inside this gate's range, everyone faces the ultimate judgment. Any being weaker than the Shadow Sovereign gets their life force completely stripped away in an instant. Watch closely. The angel who hurt Nari trembles the second the gate appears. She tries running, but the dark magic holds her totally still. You seriously think you can run? Too late. The Soul Eater's scythe sweeps through. The throne angel turns to ash, but the underworld gate possesses one more incredible hidden ability. The Soul Seal. Using this gate, the sovereign can capture a fading soul and seal it safely inside a vessel, totally preventing it from slipping away into the beyond. I slam my Soul Eater's scythe straight into the ground. Pressing my palms together, the blue flame transforms into 10,000 glowing threads, wrapping around Nari. Her precious soul, a bright point of emerald light, floats slowly from her. I reach out, gently cradling it right in both of my hands. Then I carefully seal her soul inside the Arbiter Angel core. Glowing emerald patterns bloom across its surface, pulsing like a slow, steady heartbeat. Just wait for me. I hang the core right over my beating heart. Then I turn, facing the remaining throne. Angels, every single one of you, even the gods, will absolutely pay for this. After that battle, all 7 throne angels are completely destroyed, but the cost is brutal. The Traveler Alliance loses over half its brave fighters. Marcus Chin is terribly wounded. Zane Su permanently loses an arm. Mia Yi pushes her shields beyond their absolute limit, collapsing unconscious for 3 whole days. But the heaviest cost hangs right at my chest. That core glowing green like a beautiful sleeping star. Back on Earth, Shay sees me walking in and immediately throws herself at me. Are you okay? The words fade before she even finishes. Then she actually sees my face. Not cold, not calm, but a completely hollow look she has never ever seen. Where is Nari? A heavy silence. She is asleep now. Shay spots the glowing core at my chest and understands everything. She doesn't ask another question. She just holds me incredibly tight. The following days feel incredibly long. I pour absolutely everything into 2 goals. First, building our forces, preparing for the ultimate war against the gods. Second, finding a reliable way to bring Nari back. This soul seal is just a temporary fix. I know what you are thinking. How do we save her? Her soul stays safe inside the core, but completely asleep. To revive her, I absolutely need something that fuses body and soul. Hidden within the stellar realm's ancient records, there is an incredible legend about the powerful seed of the Tree of Life. The elven sacred tree withered centuries ago, but legends claim it left one single seed behind, holding the stellar realm's most primal life force, supposedly capable of literally reshaping absolutely anything in existence. But nobody actually knows where it is hidden. So I begin a long search. During every single trial, beyond just finishing the required tasks and leveling up, I spend all my extra time scouring the entire stellar realm for clues. Grimtooth unlocks ancient dwarven archives. Rosbaraud reveals the beast tribe's secret forbidden lands. And Vesper finally points me toward a few really solid new leads. Meanwhile, things on Earth are moving crazy fast. The Chosen actually grew much stronger since the Great Purge. They claim the Purge proves all travelers must unite against angels. But their twisted idea of unity is basically just a dictatorship. Marcus Chen's stellar group stands directly against the arrogant Chosen. Governments worldwide are finally waking up to this massive traveler threat, quickly forming their own special task forces. But conventional military power is practically useless against this insane scale. My Black Scythe identity is public now. Level 60 Sovereign. The guy who absolutely crushed a throne angel. Whether a powerful traveler or just an ordinary person, everyone sees me as the absolute strongest individual of this era. The Chosen keep testing me. My answer? Destroy on sight. Trust me, you will definitely want to see what happens next. Stick with me here. Mia stays right by my side, fully knowing what happened to Nari. She watches me hold the core daily, whispering sweet things to the one sleeping inside it. One quiet evening, she spots me just sitting by that massive floor-to-ceiling window. Are you okay? Yeah, you are not. She sits right beside me. You know, since day one, I tell you we're just completely different from everyone else. You somehow know everything, Like you see every single thing coming. You always knew the future. Always saw the twists coming. But honestly, you never really looked genuinely happy. Then Nari came along, and you finally looked alive. You would laugh, joke around, and do silly things, like patching up her cave. That version was the real you. Her voice stays super quiet, completely afraid to disturb the moment. I always knew she captured your heart from the start. Mia gives this tiny smile, her bright eyes getting just a little red. Do not get the wrong idea. This is no confession. I just want to say, you will definitely find a way. You are the one who no, you are the guy with foresight. She almost slips up, but I pretend I missed it. Thank you, Mia. For what? She stands up quickly, rubbing her eyes hard. I will make coffee. She rushes right into the kitchen. A soft sniffle drifts out, quickly swallowed by the whistling kettle. That night, I hold the glowing core and talk for hours. Nari, can you hear me? Just wait. I will find that sacred seed. The core glows a gentle green, like a quiet answer. Watch closely now. Trial 12 brings the sacred seed clue from a totally unexpected place. The incredibly dangerous abyss. The abyss is known as the absolute most dangerous spot in the entire stellar realm. Seriously? The wildest, riskiest, most terrifying place of all. A massive cosmic scar left behind by gods at the very beginning. The oldest, most insanely powerful creatures exist here. Even brave angels totally refuse to enter. But get this, dwarven archives reveal exactly why the elves' sacred tree faded away. Its deep roots hit the abyss, and the very last seed is buried way down at the bottom. I enter the abyss completely alone. Zero light. Here, but for a Shadow Lord commanding the eternal night domain, total darkness is just home territory. The beasts down here make every past monster look harmless. Giant shadow worms, abyss golems, and void predators. Just one could crush an average traveler squad. But I'm already way past level 70. The Soul Eater side slices perfectly through everything in my path. Soul Reap just keeps absorbing energy. The longer this epic battle goes, the stronger I actually become. Finally, down at the deepest point, I spot it. A fist-sized seed, glowing with soft emerald light, safely locked inside a layer of clear crystal. The sacred seed. I safely tuck it right against my chest. Back above ground, those sweet elven kids Nari cared for have really grown up. Little Yi simply goes by just Yi now. She uses nature force all alone. Uncle, did you finally find it? I got it. Can Nari wake up now? Very soon. You and I totally remember this spot, right? The exact boundary of the stellar realm and Earth, where he first tore open that massive spatial gate. Energy of both worlds converges right here. Marcus, Shin, Yuna, Mia. Yi, every single loyal ally is present. Grimtooth, Raze, Baru, Vesper stellar realm allies are here too. The elven kids form a circle, channeling real nature force into the magical ritual. I firmly press the sacred seed into the earth. Then I place the Arbiter Angel Core, holding her completely sealed soul, directly above it. Next up, the Underworld Gate. But this time I'm absolutely not attacking. I'm here to fully restore her. The Underworld Gate actually runs in reverse. That deep blue flame turns incredibly soft and warm, gently wrapping around the core and seed. The sacred seed stirs. A tiny emerald sapling pushes up through the ground, visibly growing right before our eyes. Its beautiful leaves radiate warmth, almost reaching out to hug something. The emerald light inside the core grows brighter and brighter. Then, it suddenly cracks open. A pure shape of light slips through the cracks and slowly forms a beautiful body. Silver hair, cute pointed ears, pale glowing skin. Nari. Her delicate eyelashes tremble slightly, and then those gorgeous emerald eyes open. You? She looks around, checks herself, then stares at me. How long was I asleep? Way too long. You look a tiny bit older. I do not. She laughs. That familiar laugh. Stubborn, yet so gentle. Elves never, ever cry in front of outsiders. Trust me, we felt those tears.